When Nazi Germany invaded Poland on September 1, 1939, followed by the Soviet Union's invasion from the east on September 17, Poland was overwhelmed and crushed within weeks. The Polish army, outnumbered and ill-equipped, put up a valiant defense, but the invasion was too much. Despite being defeated and occupied, Poland's military and its people never gave up. Today, we explore how the Polish army continued fighting against the Axis powers, even after Poland's borders were torn apart and its independence stripped away. As Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union overran Poland, the Polish government fled. Leaders escaped to France, and later to Britain, where they formed the Polish government in exile. From London, they continued to coordinate resistance efforts, provide intelligence to the Allies, and mobilize Polish military forces from abroad. Even though Poland's capital was captured, its leadership continued the fight for its freedom, using all diplomatic and military means at their disposal. More than 80,000 Polish soldiers who had survived the invasion regrouped in France, joining the French army in a bid to resist the German occupation. Polish forces fought valiantly during the 1940 German invasion of France. Despite their courage and determination, France was defeated in just a few weeks. But the Polish soldiers, unwilling to surrender, evacuated once more, this time, heading to Britain. In Britain, Polish forces began to reorganize, receiving training and equipment to continue the fight. In the skies over Britain, Polish pilots became legends. The No. 303 Squadron, one of the most famous Polish units in the Royal Air Force, was credited with shooting down more enemy aircraft than any other RAF squadron during the Battle of Britain. Despite being outnumbered and facing significant challenges, Polish pilots proved crucial in defending Britain from the Luftwaffe, solidifying their reputation as some of the best fighter pilots of the war. While the Polish pilots were securing victory in the skies, Polish ground forces also made significant contributions to the Allied war effort. The 1st Polish Armored Division, led by General Masek, joined the British Army in the fight for Europe. They fought fiercely during the Normandy invasion, and in subsequent battles, they helped liberate France, Belgium, and the Netherlands from German occupation. Their contribution was essential in the successful Allied push towards Nazi Germany. Meanwhile, in the East, after Nazi Germany turned on the Soviet Union in 1941, the situation for the Polish exiles changed. The Soviet Union agreed to allow the formation of a Polish army under the leadership of General Władysław Anders. This new army, known as Anders' Army, was initially formed in the Soviet Union, with soldiers primarily made up of Polish citizens and prisoners of war who had been taken by the Soviets during the initial invasion of Poland in 1939. In 1942, after severe conditions and Soviet treatment, the army was evacuated to the Middle East, where it fought alongside British forces. One of the most iconic moments for the Polish army came during the Battle of Monte Cassino in Italy in 1944. The battle was one of the bloodiest in the Italian campaign, with the Germans holding a strong defensive position at the monastery on the top of the hill. Polish forces, alongside the British and other Allied troops, launched a series of attacks to break the German lines. After a fierce battle, the Polish forces succeeded in taking the monastery, marking a major Allied victory. This battle is still remembered as a symbol of Polish bravery and determination. At the same time, the Soviet Union also formed the Polish People's Army, which was aligned with the communist regime. These Polish forces fought on the Eastern Front, advancing with the Soviet Red Army, and played a key role in the final push to Berlin. Though these soldiers were fighting under Soviet command, they were still driven by a deep desire to liberate their homeland. By May 1945, the Polish People's Army had reached Berlin, contributing to the eventual collapse of Nazi Germany. Within occupied Poland, the Armia Krajowa, or Home Army, became one of the largest underground resistance movements in Europe. Operating in secret, they carried out sabotage missions, gathered intelligence, and fought against the German occupiers. One of the most significant moments in their struggle was the Warsaw Uprising in 1944. The Home Army launched the uprising to liberate Warsaw from German control. Despite initial successes, the uprising was brutally suppressed, and Warsaw was left in ruins. The sacrifice of the Home Army is still honored today as one of the most courageous acts of resistance in World War II. By 1944, over 250,000 Polish soldiers were fighting across Europe, from the skies of Britain to the beaches of Normandy, from the ruins of Monte Cassino in Italy to the streets of Warsaw. These soldiers were part of the Allied forces, contributing to the liberation of Western Europe and the final defeat of Nazi Germany. Their courage and sacrifice were instrumental in shaping the course of the war. Though Poland's homeland was occupied, the Polish army continued to fight. Their presence was felt on every major front of World War II, from the skies to the ground, across the eastern and western fronts. The bravery of the Polish soldiers and their enduring commitment to their homeland helped shape the outcome of World War II. Their legacy lives on as a symbol of resilience, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of freedom. The Polish army never surrendered. It just kept moving.